Trương Quốc Huy. Sounds like a name whispered in hushed tones, right? Maybe with a dramatic musical sting in the background. Well, depending on who you ask, he's either a brave freedom fighter or public enemy number one. Born in Ho Chi Minh City in 1981, Hui's life story is a real roller coaster. We're talking more twists and turns than a bowl of pho dropped down a flight of stairs. Early on, Huy seemed destined for, well, not greatness. He dropped out of school, got kicked out of the military, and racked up a criminal record faster than you can say Communist Party. See, Huy had a real knack for propaganda against the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Multiple arrests? Check. Jail time? You bet. The guy was practically a walking, talking middle finger to the Vietnamese government. But here's where it gets interesting. After one too many run-ins with the law, Huy pulled a Houdini and escaped to Thailand. From there he hightailed it to the land of the free, the home of the brave, the place where dreams are made of, America. Landing in the US, Huy reinvented himself as a champion of democracy, a voice for the voiceless, a thorn in the side of the Vietnamese government. He even started his own YouTube channel, N10tv, to spread his message. Move over, PewDiePie, there's a new sheriff in town. Now, living in America wasn't all sunshine and roses for Huy. Sure, he had that whole freedom of speech thing going for him, but he also had rent to pay. And let's just say, keeping a YouTube channel afloat doesn't exactly scream stable income. Things started to unravel faster than a cheap suit in a monsoon. Remember that whole affluent lifestyle Huy liked to brag about online? Yeah, turns out that was about as real as a unicorn riding a dragon. The truth? Eviction notices, unpaid bills, and a one-way ticket to sleeping on the streets. Talk about a fall from grace. It's like watching Icarus fly too close to the sun, except instead of melting wax, it's a mountain of debt and a severe lack of housing. Meanwhile, back in Vietnam, the government wasn't exactly shedding tears over Huy's misfortune. They painted him as a puppet of anti-Vietnamese organizations, a wolf in sheep's clothing, a danger to the stability of the nation. State-controlled media churned out article after article, each one condemning Huy and his treacherous activities. It was a full-blown propaganda war, with Huy and the Vietnamese government lobbing accusations back and forth like rhetorical grenades. And then things took another turn. A rumor began circulating, a whisper in the wind, a story so juicy it would make your grandma blush. The allegation that Vietnamese security officials, specifically a certain Duan Van Bao, had hatched a plan so cunning, so devious, so downright Machiavellian, it would make even the most hardened spy master raise an eyebrow. Their goal? To lure Trương Quốc Huy back to Southeast Asia, specifically Thailand, with the promise of a meeting, a reconciliation, maybe even a plate of delicious pad thai. But it was all a ruse, a trap. Once Huy was on Thai soil, Vietnamese agents would swoop in, arrest him, and whisk him back to Vietnam to face the music. It was a story so outlandish, so audacious, it had to be true. Or was it? The problem is, like a lot of things on the internet, this story is about as easy to verify as the existence of Bigfoot. Some people swear it's true, citing unnamed sources and shadowy figures whispering in dark corners. Others dismiss it as pure fantasy, a conspiracy theory cooked up by Huy's supporters to make him seem like a martyr. The truth? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And until someone coughs up some hard evidence, it's likely to remain a mystery, shrouded in speculation and intrigue. So, where does this leave us? Trương Quốc Huy, the one-time hero of the Vietnamese dissident movement, is now a cautionary tale, a reminder that the fight for freedom is often long, arduous, and doesn't always have a happy ending. His story is a complex tapestry of truth, half-truths, and outright fabrications, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. It's a story about the power of propaganda, the allure of the American dream, and the lengths to which governments will go to silence their critics. As for Vietnam, the country continues to grapple with the challenges of economic development, social change, and political reform. While the government maintains a tight grip on power, voices of dissent, both at home and abroad, continue to challenge the status quo? Will Vietnam embrace a more open and democratic future, or will it cling to the authoritarian model that has defined its past? Only time will tell.